welcome back to my channel for another speed build. My name's Silver and I have a Bachelorette's party pad for you today. So we are back in Oasis Springs. As you guys may or may not know, it is my second favorite world next to Sulani, and I had so much fun with this one. Like, I know I say that about a lot of my builds, but you may not know this, but mid-century modern is actually one of my favorite styles to build in, and I feel like it's such a shame that we don't have more stuff for it. I know I used a lot of Get Famous because, of course, you know, that's a very, it has two mixed styles. It has the really fancy kind of style, and then it has the mid-century modern style that I like. And I don't have bowling stuff packs, so it's kind of a shame that I'm missing that other aspect. And when I download a lot of custom content and things like that, it typically involves a lot of mid-century modern, and it's yeah, it's one of my favorite styles to build in, as well as beach houses. As you guys know, I am a beach lover. I love the sun. I love everything yellow and happy and warm, and it's really cold right now, and I do not like that. I tried to find a different color scheme, but they didn't match perfectly, so I ended up going back to the white. It just wasn't working for me. But in the end, I think the white works out pretty well. I'm really happy with the color scheme that we get in the end. And I actually did this strangely. Normally, I pick the colors before I do anything like the walls, the floors, and everything like that. But this time I didn't. It was one of the last things I did was to add wall color. And that's unusual for me, but I do like the way it turned out. It is very funky, but I feel like it fits the style quite well. And I was having quite a lot of trouble with basements. Does this happen to everybody else? Like, what is this about? Why can I only place a basement in certain spots? And why does it, like, bump up the outside? I feel like it shouldn't do that because it's a basement. Like, it goes under the ground. I mean, I don't think I've ever, you know, I was there when my dad built our basement. Like, we didn't have weird bump outs. But hey, that might just be me. I tried to fix it as best I could, but in the end there is a raised bit, and I actually do end up liking the raised bit, but it was strange to say the least. But I'm happy with the turnout of this. I think it turned out very, very nicely. You do actually get, okay, there is only one bathroom, and it is downstairs, but I don't mind. I feel like it's more realistic to, not always have like 4 bathrooms in a house like I tend to do. I don't know. But that might just be me. I don't know. But for me, I felt like it was actually kind of realistic. Not every house would have an upstairs and a downstairs bathroom. I know I've looked at houses like when I've been moving or viewing houses that it was not always that way, and not always that way. Not always had a bathroom upstairs and downstairs. And I also, this house is very open floor plan, but I did want to have some kind of separation, so I did add this wall, and I thought it was a kind of nice feature. And look, I was trying to do something funky with the fireplace to make it more mid-century modern, but we just couldn't, sorry. It didn't work. And I often don't build houses that have upper cabinet space either. That don't have upper cabinet space, but here I did, and I'm actually kind of loving it. And I used the island living counters, and I just felt like there was so much space here. It didn't matter that we didn't have upper cabinets. I think, and I wanted to get like these, the Parenthood and the Jungle Adventure appliances are really perfect for this kind of mid-century modern look that I was going for. At least I think so, and don't worry, I take one of those out. Yeah, it was way too big. But I do get a little bit of a mixed match of colors in here, and I feel like the orangey warm tones really kind of liven the place up, and you know, we end up getting some white walls, which helps, I think, balance it out, but then we do get some crazy walls, so, you know, stay tuned for that. But this is very open, so the living room, the kitchen, the dining room, they're all in one place, and the living room is kind of a weird shape, but I really dig it. I think it's different to what I normally do. And I like that. Like, I usually am very structured, and I feel like this is a chaotic structure, personally. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed it, and it's just so warm and light and fun. And I mean, the basement, of course, has the bedrooms and the bathroom, which I think, like, in these kinds of homes, these mid-century modern homes, I really like that idea of having the bedrooms and bathrooms in the basement. And I think I've done the roomies house like 5,000 times, maybe not for YouTube, but I always put some bedrooms upstairs and some downstairs because I just feel like the style, it's really true to the style. I personally really like it. Maybe the more American mid-century modern style, because I think basements aren't as common in Europe as much, or at least in my experience they're not. I could be totally wrong, but when I've viewed houses in both England and tried looking in the Netherlands, there's no basements. It's not really heard of. I think we viewed one house that had a basement in England, but I could be wrong, and it was really scary basement. It was frightening, like one of the ones you see out of a horror film. Not to say our basement in America is any better, but my dad did fix it up, and now it's like all nice and has like an exercise room and stuff like that. But it's a work in progress, you know, like one of those projects that takes 5,000 years, but hey-oh, whatever. So the kitchen's really simple. I just, you know, wanted to add some basic things, and we get a little umbrella stand in there. And, you know, I think for such a quote-unquote small build, it's quite spacious and has a lot of what you need. And I feel like it reflects the party lifestyle I'm going for here. And when we get outdoors, because the whole idea of this house was indoor-outdoor living, and in that case, it's, you know, we have this big kitchen for entertaining, there's tons of seating, there's a lot of games, there's, you know, a gaming table down there, and then I also put the little foosball table in the office, which you, of course, could turn into a second bedroom. The idea was that this was a 2-bedroom house, but it's a Bachelorette, so, you know, it's just one sim living here who likes to party, you know? I don't think I've built a party house before, but hey-yo. Now, of course, you could have a male sim living here. I know Bachelorette implies female, but of course a bachelor could live here too. I think the color scheme is rather neutral in terms of, like, I mean, it's orange, it's not gendered. I mean, colors shouldn't be gendered anyway, but if you do think that way, then, you know, orange could be either gender or no gender. It doesn't matter. Anybody could live here. So that's my point. But I did include like makeup and things like that because I really did have an idea of who lived here in my mind. And I think when you often hear of party places, you think, oh yeah, it's a dude's place. No. It's Janet over here partying. You don't know. I didn't name her Janet. I didn't make the sim, but maybe she is a Janet. I don't know. We don't know. She could be. I might make a Janet. I know a Janet in real life. Only one, though. We're very distantly related because, you know, as Americans, we gotta count our relations very, very far. That's not an American thing. I'm just making fun. But yeah, so I'm decorating the bathroom now. As you saw, I just did the, I wish we had a swatch of this that like went to the floor. I think it would have been cool. Here's where I do the walls because, I thought that it would be nice to get that done, and of course I add my favorite stone and this really funky wallpaper. Look, I was struggling at first. I was like, is this too bold? Is it? Yes it is. But yes, we continue to use it. So there's that, and of course my trusty old stone that I love so much. It's just so pretty, and I think it really does add to that mid-century look. And I was struggling, guys, but you know what? We keep it in the end. I really like it, and we use these colors throughout the whole house, and I think it works really well. And of course, you can change that if you want. I was really going with a theme here, and I maybe went a little too far with said theme, but I don't care. I had fun. And there is laundry. You guys are gonna hate me. But if you don't like it, you can just really simply take it out and put like a towel rack there or one of those cabinet thingies or whatever. Yeah. And oh, I didn't mention this before, but I put a green rug in there and like with a greenish colored painting in the master bedroom. And I really liked that. I thought it went really well with the orange. I mean, we all know that green and orange go together. I love that color scheme. Can you say carrots? Oh my gosh. I don't know what's wrong with me. No, I am so hyper today. I mean, I'm hyper normally, but like I'm really hyper today. I've been sleeping a lot. Like a lot. And like last night I fell asleep at like just after 10 and then I got up at like 10:30 today. So I slept for a really long time and yeah, it's great. It's great. I mean, sleeping that long is probably not normal. Look at me yawning. You can't see me, but I just yawned. Anyway, I added turtles to bottom of this pool and to the bottom of this pool, and I really dig it. I don't do that often, if ever, and I think it's really cool. And look, we make the outside here the perfect party pad influence. It's great. We get music, we get tons of seating, a fire, table, we get a bar, we get a grill, we get a bar stool or 5. Oh my gosh. No, but really, like it is the perfect entertainer's party pad. Like, think entertainment to an extreme. And we're in Oasis Springs, so hopefully, you know, it's not guaranteed, but the weather is lovely. And I included everything, so we will do the landscaping as well. We get a little bird feeder. It's so exciting. And, you know, I just don't build stuff like this normally, and I really, really like it. It's fun. And I think the reason I don't is because I can't associate. I do not party. I don't like partying. I don't drink. I don't do anything rambunctious except, you know, work out in my living room. So I kind of thought that little speaker thingy could be like an Alexa. My grandfather has an Alexa. It's great. No, I thought it could be like an Alexa, but I was looking at it. I was like, wow, that's not looking good. We're not going to do that. And I actually, for the landscaping, sorry, moving on, we get some stuff from Island Living, and I really liked it. So, you know, that's a thing. That we do, and I feel like the landscaping is actually pretty simple, you know, because you only have a certain amount of plants you can really use for Oasis Springs because it's more of a deserty place. But you know, I feel like we did well. I mean, it's a little bit more different than maybe what I normally do with Oasis Springs, but I really wanted to use these Island Living ones because I think they fit in really, really well with each other. Might just be me. But I really do think it looks nice, and I think it added a more lush kind of variety of plants, and we're just going through and adding to the little plotting areas that I have selected. And yeah, so I think lots of parties can be had here, guys, or you can turn it into a nice family home that entertains your guests, your extended family, and things like that. Oh, that'd be fun. That'd be fun, yeah. I'm gonna try that. I'm going to do more Let's Play because I really enjoy it. It's probably boring for you guys, but I love it. So, that's it for now, guys. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, let me know down in the comments, and show your support by tapping the like button and subscribe for more builds. And if you'd like this build in your game, it is up on the gallery under my username, Silverplumbobs. And remember, guys, I upload daily. Have a great day. Bye!